In this video, I'll be going over why I recommend half reps or quarter reps if you want to start doing pull-ups. That can be controversial because people say that if it's not a strict pull-up, it doesn't count. And that is true, but you shouldn't worry about that if you can't do a pull-up in the first place. But I'm going to tell you why, if you do those mini reps, that is the most effective way to be able to do pull-ups. A method that people often recommend for when you're starting to pull ups is the negative. And I never did the negative. Like I said, I always did the mini reps. And my reason why you probably shouldn't do the negative is because it's called a pull up. If you're just doing negatives, you're not pulling yourself up, you're just going down. If you can't do a pull up, you're just going to keep jumping, and that's not what a pull up is. Versus if you're doing this, at least you're actually doing a pulling motion. For that reason, negatives aren't really the best way to start. The main reason why you should do the mini reps is because this is going to build strength. And even if it's not a full pull up, it is still building some strength and a little bit of muscle if you're still in the beginning stages. See, if I do 10 reps of these, it's still going to work my back and my biceps, even if it's not a full pull up. You could do that for like 3 months and you're still going to see some progress because your muscles are being worked. And even when you're doing the chin ups, the same thing can apply. Now, this is more focused on the biceps, so it's going to hit your biceps. This is quite an effective exercise for your biceps, to be honest. Like, you're going to feel it, you're going to get a little pump. But I want one thing to be clear: just because I'm recommending the short reps doesn't mean I want you to stick to it. And now, this is the part of the video where I go how you go from the mini reps to a full rep. Now, it should probably go without saying that you need to work your way up. So let's say you're able to do about 10 sets of mini reps like these. Over time, you just start getting lower and lower. So if I can go from that, then maybe after like a couple of weeks, I'm able to be right here. Now that's actually about a half rep. First one is more like a quarter rep. And you keep progressing until you can do full pull up. Now, what counts as a full pull up? Well, full pull up would really be where your arms are full extended, not a dead hang. Like this would be a dead hang. You don't need to be like that because it's going to be a little hard on your joints for when you go back up. And if you're at the beginning stages of doing your pull ups, you're definitely going to get sore. So if you're pulling up, this is good enough. Not this, that's good enough because you can pull up from right there and you're not stressing your joints out. Because when I'm like this and I'm just starting to do pull-ups, not only is it going to be more difficult, but it's going to hurt. How long would that take? Well, it really just depends. If I can give an estimate, if you can do 10 clean, well, 10 of the mini reps have been fine, then keep moving it down until you can do 10 of each. And I think that's when you'll really be able to get the pull up. The point of all of this is to build the strength in the process because, like I said earlier in the video, if you're doing all these progressions, you're training for a very basic exercise, and those progressions aren't going to build you any muscle like this would. Like, even if you're doing the mini reps, if you add a plate on there, you're still going to build more muscle and more strength as opposed to doing all these variations. Don't add a plate if you can't do a full pull up yet because that would just be wasting the strength, but you know what I mean. So that's all I have for this video. This is the best way if you want to start doing your pull ups. The same logic can apply to push-ups and dips. This is how I started. I'm working my way up. You can do it too. We all have a beginning. If this video does get some views at all, I'm sure there's people who are going to disagree. Whatever. I said what I said. They're lying to you. I'm telling the truth. With that being said, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share the video, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.